first carry here for Todd Gurley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On first down, it's Gurley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Five down.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Get set, get set.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. On the move to his right, looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
DC.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third and long. It's gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. First carry for Trenton Cannon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, Bridgewater. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Here we go, gotta go.
First down, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Get set. Delta. Go wide now. Five down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Bridgewater now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Get set. Check A2. Go Delta.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Yeah, baby. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Here's Goff now on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on third, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. On first and goal, Gurley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Goff now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Here we go. Mike 56. DC.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. They'll get this one to Cup complete. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey. 4 down. What's the
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That was second down run for Murray, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. Finding some room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Bridgewater to throw it this time. Rolling to his right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Bridgewater now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Ramik Wilson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This will be from 49 yards out. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
DC.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 16. Alert, 16. Super one.
On second down, here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Merlin. DC. DC. 12.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a gain there of 11 yards. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's a former star crosstown at UCLA, Anthony Barr. Able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And it's 2nd down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Again, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4 down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now come the Vikings. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Here we go. Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hurry up.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So here now is Kai Forbath with the pressure on. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. Now Goff on 1st down. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A Ram first down as Goff finds Cup. From the red zone now, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Starting left here.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again they run with Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Zerline's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go, fellas, here we go. Orange, orange, orange.
Now a give running left for Gurley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Rams on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So one big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
Leo, go Delta.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.